What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today, I say this in every video, but today is gonna be a good one. I'm very excited. I feel like I have found a hidden gem. I can't wait to share this with you guys. So I was on YouTube Shorts. Sometimes I get like those little pop-ups and I'm like, ooh, and then you ever get stuck into like the YouTube Shorts, Reels, or the TikToks? Like an hour goes by and you realize you've been scrolling and now your thumbs are hurting. It's a whole thing. But I got sucked into some YouTube short videos, specifically makeup related. And I saw somebody who I wish I can give credit because I cannot remember her name, but she was showing this foundation. It was like a dupes and it was the Dior foundation, and she had found a dupe for it, which is the foundation that I will be sharing with you guys today. Now, I've never tried the Dior foundation. I know a lot of people love it. I've seen tons of people review that foundation, but I've never really seen somebody talk about a dupe before, unless of course I've been living under a rock and maybe you are all familiar with this product, in which case just keep sticking around because it's gonna be a good time anyways. But I decided to pick up this foundation because I don't know, there's something about a good drugstore foundation that just does something to me when it performs and when it works. I love it. All the endorphins start firing off. So I grabbed this foundation, which I will show you right now. It is the Lottie London Velvet Skin Tint. You guys, I've been playing with this, so this is not a first impressions. I already have my impressions, and spoiler alert, I love this. I just want to show it to you guys because I think you will love it as well. So she was doing a side by side and I literally could not tell the difference. So I was like, I'm gonna try this. Did not have a whole lot of high hopes for this foundation, but it wowed me immediately. So I'm gonna show you guys this foundation today. I will do a full day wear test for you guys and come back later this evening. I'm gonna throw on some eyeshadow, keep it a pretty casual day today. I don't have a whole lot going on, so I don't need a full face of glam. But I really want to show you guys this foundation. So this is the Lottie London Velvet Skin Tint Foundation. This is a tiny little guy. It's like real tiny. Like compared to, well, I guess it's about the same. It's like, I don't know, it's like a small little bottle, but it has 50 milliliters, which is 1.6 fluid ounces. My NARS foundation has 1 fluid ounce. So you actually get more in this than you get in the NARS light reflecting foundation. It's so good. So anyways, with all of that, let's do a full day wear test of the Lottie London Skin Tint. And before we jump into the video, as per usual, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, leave a comment, click the like button, and actually turn your notifications on. That will notify you when I upload a video and you can hang out with me over here. So with that being said, let's get straight into the video. Let's do some quick priming. I'm just gonna go straight into my Milani Make It Last setting spray. You can actually use this. I usually use this as a setting spray, but I've recently been using this to prep my face. I love it. So good. And then I mentioned this in my last video, you guys, but the Merit Great Skin Serum has been part of my routine. I love this and I've been using these two together. This gives such a good kind of like glow from within. I don't know, it just makes everything feel juicy. It has like 4 hyaluronic acids in here. It's just such a really, really beautiful serum for prepping your makeup. I love this. So we will be using this today, but I'm going to prime my skin first. I'm going to just fill in my pores and go in with my, I found it. It was in my car for the longest time. But I'm going to fill in my pores with my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer per usual. Nothing new as far as priming goes. Then going in with my e.l.f. Power Grip. And then going in with the Great Skin Glow Serum. I usually use 2 pumps. And I press that into the skin. Okay, so let's get into the foundation. I'm going to show you guys, I've usually just been using a sponge with this, but I think for those of you, I know there's some people that like using a sponge, some people like using a brush. So I'm gonna do both. On this side of my face, I'm gonna use the sponge, and on this side, I'm gonna use a brush for you guys. So I'm just putting a little bit on the back of my hand. The consistency is a little runnier. Obviously it's a skin tint. Let me see what the claims are for this. I know it says it's a velvet skin finish, which I would agree with those claims. So I paid $9.98 on Walmart for this foundation. So it says, achieve a lightweight, soft focus finish with Lottie London's Velvet Skin Tint Foundation. Create a smooth, natural matte canvas without a heavy foundation feel in just a few drops. Blendable with long wear, this moisturizing skin tint evens out your skin tone while letting your natural skin shine through. Comes in 8 shades. That is the bummer part. I wish it had way more shades. In 2022, we really need to be doing a much better job with our shade range. But it does come in 8 shade ranges that cater to several skin tones. Velvet Skin Tint is the ultimate barely there veil, has hyaluronic acid, coconut extract, and vegan. I will agree with all of those claims. I feel like my skin, even though it says it's a matte finish, it's very breathable. It is not drying. It did not latch on to any dry spots. I love it. So let's go straight in with the sponge on my right, maybe your left. I am in the shade 10 Y035. It's like immediate beautifulness. It evens out my skin tone like immediately. It's very blendable, lightweight. When I put this on the first time, I was like, what? What? It is so good. Can you tell, you guys, I'm very excited about this. There's just something about finding a drugstore foundation when it works and performs like high end. It does something to me. I love this. Look at that finish, and then that kind of healthy glow from within. It's beautiful. I'm gonna take a little bit more. I do have some spots that are peeking through, like right here, some dark spots. So I do want to see if it layers and builds. Although I feel like a light coat with a sponge is perfect. But let's see if we can make this build a little bit more. I am hoping that the claim of it kind of being able to do well with different skin tones, I really do hope that is the case, but I really think it's such a beautiful foundation. They would do so well to release like 30 other shades, in my opinion. So it does build. I'm still seeing a little bit of it peeking out, but I don't mind it because it feels like my skin, but just better, more evened out. Absolutely beautiful. This is with the sponge. This is with nothing yet, but look how beautiful. I'm obsessed with this foundation. Okay, on this side, we're gonna go in with a brush. Take another little dime size amount. We're gonna go straight in with a brush and press that into the skin. I am anticipating, I've always used the sponge, so I am anticipating with the brush, it will look more full coverage. I like it more with a sponge. I think it actually evened out my skin better with a sponge for some reason than it did with a brush. So that's interesting. I'm not seeing like any brush streaks or anything in it, but I feel like I look more, I don't know, it just looks more velvety with the sponge than it does with the brush. So I'm gonna layer a little bit more on this side. I am gonna go in with the sponge just because I just like the finish of the sponge better. And I've also noticed with this foundation, it doesn't really oxidize. I feel like it might a tiny bit, but basically the color you get is the color you get. It did not darken or deepen at all, really, in my opinion. All right, foundation is on. I'm gonna quickly do concealer, bronzer, contour, the whole thing. I'm gonna speed through this and we will get on with the wear test. I want to show you guys this blush that I just got. This has been such a viral blush that has blown up all over TikTok. I finally got my hands on it. This is the Profusion Blush Hour. Have you guys seen this? This is not a first impression. I've been using this. I'm obsessed. Obsessed. It is so good. I need to go and grab all the other shades before it completely sells out again. I am in the shade Mai Tai. I need to show you guys how good this is. So I didn't set anything yet. I'm gonna set everything later. This shade is beautiful. It's like an orangey coral shade. It has this little cute little applicator. Look how beautiful this blends out. I'm gonna put it right above where I put my, can you see it? Can you even see it? I don't even know if it's picking up, but it's stunning. I'm gonna put it right above where I placed my contour. The most gorgeous flush of color. It is not crazy pigmented, but it gives you like a beautiful natural finish. It says it's a matte, but I feel like it has a little bit of a sheen to it and a glow. I think it's stunning. Look how pretty that is. It's like somebody just pinched me, or I stepped outside and there was like a really cool crisp breeze. That's how it feels. You can, I'm gonna layer it a little bit more. And I love this applicator. It's like a little sponge. It's beautiful. This is just such a beautiful, beautiful blush. And I love it because it blends out without picking up the product that you put down, like the concealer and the foundation. It layers beautifully on top of other product. I love it. And that is the completed look. The foundation has already been on for at least 45 minutes at this point. I love it. I don't feel like it has oxidized or deepened up whatsoever. So I really, really, really love this foundation. I think it is such a beautiful velvety finish for sure, but I'm gonna show you what it looks like in a few hours. Right now, the time is 2:02 p.m. So I will be back a little bit later today, show you. I am not going to touch up at all, and I'll show you what the foundation looks like and how it's held up later in the day. All right, see you in a minute. What's up, you guys? Okay, it is now 6:15 p.m. I've had the foundation on for 4 hours. So this is what it is looking like. I love it. It has not budged. It has not moved around. There's no real creasing around my nose. A little collection right over here, but nothing bad. It looks just as good as when I first applied it. So I'm about to go work out right now, and then I will do one last check-in in a little bit. But you guys, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Okay, you guys, last check-in of the night. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I forgot that I was doing this video, and I was just about to jump in the shower, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta film one last check-in. I should be in the studio on the good camera, but your girl's tired, and we're gonna call it a night. But this is how the makeup is holding up, you guys. It still looks beautiful. I am a little oily in my T-zone, of course, but at this point I've had this makeup on for a long time. So you guys, my face still looks good. This is on my regular phone. I think it looks great. I could probably still wear this for a few more hours and look just fine. So with that, you guys, I give my stamp of approval. Go and grab this foundation. It is absolutely beautiful. Jess approved. And that is that, you guys. I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing day wherever you are, whatever you're doing. And I hope you know how much you are loved and valued. God bless you. And I cannot wait to see you in my next video.